Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. Fuck me!
And that's when I noticed the cold breeze.
The ankle's a little mean.
The ankle, the elbow, the fucking little tiny stick that he probably has is gonna post it. I'm just so fucking done.
So, good day, you guys. I hope everyone's having a beautiful and wonderful afternoon. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe, and comment. So, for today's video, we're going to catch back up with Anna. However, we're doing kind of as we do, starting back at the very first video that's available to us. We're going to look through the first few uploads that Anna did right in the beginning. The first one's called My First Vlog. So, it's just an introduction thing, but I figured we're going to really get to know Anna. Then the second one is Spring 2016 Plus Size Clothing Fashion Haul. Now, I'm going to be honest, most of these videos are fashion or clothes hauls, something. I'm sure she's going to like mix in health stuff here and there, but really right now it's just clothes. The difference, spelled difference wrong, between fat shaming and fat curiosity. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of fat curiosity. What a concept. But yeah, so that's the plan. I want to establish a better understanding, really, of who Anna is, what she's been doing here on YouTube for quite a while. These videos are like 8 to 9, maybe even more years old, so we're getting quite a throwback here. No shade. Did she gain weight? But yeah, that is the plan, you guys. Thank you so much once again for tuning on in. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. And with that, I don't want to waste too much time. Let's dive right on into this. Might be a bit more of a relatively quicker video today. We're still figuring out who Anna is over here.
Lots of requests that I start a YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm doing.
Did she have a platform before? She must have, I'm guessing. Instagram or something. Okay.
Do I ever know what I'm doing? Can I just throw a whole bunch of jump cuts of me just making reactions to things I don't like that I said? Because it's pretty much how this is going to turn out, isn't it? This is really hard.
Okay, well, usually you think of stuff to say, have a kind of outline going. Plus, I'm led to believe... Why is there so much space between these two? Sorry. Plus, I'm led to believe that you know what you're doing when it comes to social media. So, yeah, I think you would know.
Like, watch me perform.
Well, basically.
No clue what I'm doing. Data ran into the street today and nearly died. It was
okay.
terrifying, and I was like running down the street, and the look of terror that came over my face, like, I swear, I don't need like any other trigger than like Data dying. I think is that moment that'll make me like the saddest moment of my life.
Is she talking about her pet dying so casually? What are we on about, Anna?
Here I am, like, running down the street, and, like, mascara is going down my face, and my face is, like, covered with, like, tears and regret, and I'm just
like... Okay, I can see now how she got a following, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh. Very dramatic.
And I'm mumbling his name out like that because I'm so paranoid that, like, I can't say anything. So I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I just know she would annoy me. In a stressful situation, having Anna there would just annoy me.
Those other dogs started following, and they're like, I'm gonna kill 2 dogs. This is my damn dog's.
Why didn't you use the one dog? Okay, listen, this is the thing with dogs. You can use their jealousy against them. Start playing with the other dog, then yours is going to come running.
And this man, like, genius man, by the way. I don't know who you are, man, or what your name was, but you are a genius. You are a legend. Because he just so happened to have gone to the little convenience store on the corner and had a sandwich. I mean, who doesn't want a sandwich, like, all the time? So
most people.
basically just was, like, waving that sandwich in the air. Like, look, dogs, I've got meat on bread.
So, this is my first vlog, and really, it's a sit-down story time. Okay.
I know you want this meat on bread, get over here. And of course, dogs didn't listen to my bawling, tears, horrific, near-death looking responses. But man, sassily waving a sandwich with meat on it in the air, boom. They were like right over there.
Well, of course.
Also, I've been watching
Anna, don't act like you didn't go running.
Game of Thrones, lots of sex. It's like borderline porn, which I knew, like people told me that about that. But, like, that Dothraki man, he is very sexy.
Oh my god. Okay, Anna.
Like, how come I didn't read all kinds of articles about the sexiness of him? Because I would have checked out this show.
Isn't Game of Thrones like a lot of conquest, rapey-ish, right? Isn't it? Isn't it? I'm not saying it is inherently a bad thing. I think they were trying to be historically accurate for a fantasy show, but
A long time ago, if I knew that he was like a really sexy foreign man into like blonde chicks. Because
I'm side-eyeing that foreign man comment.
seriously, and what I don't understand is like when she first met him, she's like, I'm not in him. I'm like, how are you resisting the urge to involuntarily just rip off your clothes? Because
I don't know, he's probably a shitty character. That's probably why, Anna.
he's so hot that I would just be like, okay, yeah, that's my husband, done. 5 people, we're going to be in here for a while, because...
Okay, well, Anna would have loved an arranged marriage, I guess, as long as you are super sexy.
Damn. And that's my life.
Okay, but who would Anna be arranged in a marriage with? True talk. Wow, Anna. Wow. That was really something for your first time, girl. Alright, with that, let's go on to the clothing haul.
And for my second vlog, I'm going to...
Oh, okay, right into it. This shirt, A, size too small. B, I'm pretty sure this is American Apparel. Which, throwback, if you remember, used to be a dope time. When it was American Apparel, Urban Outfitters, and I think there was like one other. Before those stores like really freaking blew up and Urban Outfitters became so goddamn overpriced. Like they've always been very expensive, but in more recent years, it's just become like unacceptable, honestly. Why is it that I'm walking into Urban Outfitters and paying like Anthropology prices?
Do one of these things that they call a haul. So basically what I do is show you what money I spent in the past week, what I bought, and then I talk about like how it fits and stuff. Because I get bored easily. I'm like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
Oh my god. The millennial core is strong with this one, huh? Yeah. I say that as someone who I think I'm considered a millennial. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, what group I belong with. But everything that people say about millennials, I think that fits for Anna.
If you guys like this, I can do it every week because I'm just figuring this all out. So let's start with what I bought. So the first piece,
I very much wouldn't consider myself the same age group as her. I don't know. Am I bugging? I'm 29.
is this. This is actually, that's the front, and then the back goes around like this. This is a blazer.
Okay. Hold it up higher. I want to see that bottom cut.
It's from Fashion to Figure. I'm obsessed with it because if you're a boss ass bitch, you need a good blazer. And
Okay,
sassy,
period.
cool blazers for plus size chicks, not super easy to find. And I think this one,
Maybe a bold statement. I think Anna could pull off like a really strong pantsuit. Like a Hillary Clinton vibe.
it's just got the right, like, bum, 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 bum. Also, cutouts. There's just something, like, always nice about cutouts. Plus, okay, my real name starts with an A, so I secretly think I'm telling everybody, like, look, this is my blazer.
What's that going to show, though? Like, up your crack?
It's got, like, an A shape here. I don't know. I buy things for weird reasons. My real name's Anna, and I actually will buy any product that's named Anna. And if I do this again, I just bought some running shorts that I literally just bought because they were called the Anna Cut. And I was like, if they're called the Anna Cut, then, I need to buy them because...
Well, hey, if Anna was the sole person that companies wanted to target, now they know what to do.
Bam! So this is...
Just throw her name on something.
Hey, amazing jacket.
Are you going to try it on?
Okay, next piece
Nope.
is this skirt. I think it's, what's that thing called that's made out of scuba fabric?
Oh, I think that's... Y'all remember when Amber says she gets that jersey fabric she doesn't like? I think she's talking about this stuff.
And this is from Wet Seal. It was like $15. It's a solid skirt.
I was going to say, $15 I guess isn't bad.
I'm going to show you how these all look in a little bit, but bam! It's pretty awesome. And the floral on it, I'm not sure if you can see it up in the camera. It's
Well, not when you move it like that.
just super bright and super loud, like me.
Sure, super loud, absolutely. It's kind of giving Studio Ghibli color a little bit. Like, you know.
So, next, I got these pants or leggings. I can never decide if these are pants or leggings. Like, if it's slightly
Girl, I'm going to say that's not a legging. That looks thick.
nicer fabric, do we get to call those pants? Or if it's stretchy, is it always leggings? I don't know.
Leggings is like a... I don't know the specific material, but it's a lot thinner than that.
I feel like I don't make the rules on this, but I haven't tried these on yet. They look very high. Or maybe this just means it'll have enough room for my booty, because my booty will be like, oh! Yeah, you'll see. Anyway, I'm going to try them on. We'll let you know. Very.
The millennial cringe. Very strong. Very, very, very strong in this one.
Oh, here's my comment about elastic. It's so stretchy. Look at how stretchy that is.
Oh my god, Anna.
Stretchy. I can make that like my exercise. Ooh. Yeah, girl. I have this adorable one-shouldered top from Ill-Quit. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I think it's adorable. It's really wrinkly, so when I actually do shoot this for Instagram, it will be ironed, hopefully. I actually don't own an iron. I don't have time to like get a board out. Like, no, just
Steamer, girl. Get a steamer. Works so much better in my opinion. I hate, like... I know some people really love it, and for some outfits, it's appropriate. However, I really hate a stiff crease in something.
totally spray it down and then throw it in the dryer. That's how I iron things. And the last
That works too. That does.
piece is my favorite piece of all time.
But I also feel like she's going to make her stuff shrink that way.
I'm obsessed with it. I've been looking for something like it for a while. It is amazing, and I can't wait to show you it. Okay, but how many swells is this?
Very, very see-through. Okay, it's pretty.
So it's like this, I guess if I were all bougie, I'd call it cheesecloth. You know,
Cheesecloth isn't bougie, girl.
make fun of artisanal cheeses in. But it's got this really beautiful embroidery on the front. It's super flowy, and it has side slits. Now, this is technically a swimsuit cover-up.
Okay, that makes sense.
I will probably wear it as a shirt because I just love the idea of this with a bralette or like a crop top over a pair of jeans in the summer. Oh, bangin'! This is from Adore Me. So now I'm going to try them on for you. Bye!
Man who calls you pretty at home.
And I maybe wouldn't just wear a bralette underneath it.
So let's talk about why I love this. Obviously, super flowy, like I mentioned. And then I just love the back, how it has the full cutout. So it'll be really cute when I have a nice bralette back here, which is how I'll style it. And I also just like that, like, it gives a nice little peek to the pants underneath. If I want to wear it with bikini, I can. But it's super cash, super easy, and frankly, adorable. And it's very on point with kind of the
Just don't wear a color bra underneath.
bohemian return that we're seeing this season. So, love it.
Oh, yes. That's the one thing that Anna really screams is Bohemia.
My favorite piece. Moving on to number 2. So now I'm wearing the blazer.
Oh, that looks nice. With jeans?
With the
There's no reason for me to really hate it. It's just not for me. I don't know.
I do love the cutout, which is great when you have a pop of color because it's like surprise.
Surprise!
I'll probably put it over a dress because I really love when you can carry or break up the print in the back, because that's usually the hardest thing when you're wearing a jacket, is that you just have this harsh line.
Okay, I hear you.
And this really nicely introduces the color that then flows into the skirt. So now we're looking at the
I like
skirt
this
that I got from
combo.
Steel. Super, super happy with this buy. Anything under $20 that's as versatile as this skirt is a must buy all the time. One thing I will say is the waistband is not, it's not sewn very well. I'm gonna be really honest. You're buying Let's Seal, you're not buying Prada. So when you put it on, you're probably gonna.
Yeah, but to be fair, for $15, it should hold together.
Put it on over your head because it's not meant for women like hips. So if you're hourglass or pear like me, it's probably going to be an over the head dress situation because the waistband does not have the right give for a plus type. This is very typical with when you first see stores enter into plus. They don't understand like how our bodies are shaped differently, so they just go, oh, the waist needs to be this size, but they don't think about like when I put a skirt on, sometimes I like to pull it up over my thighs. But whatever, for 15 bucks, once it's on over the top, you're fine, and then you can just do that when you have to go to the bathroom. I mean, if you're literally taking your skirt off when you go to the bathroom, then like you have greater life issues that I really cannot walk through in this this vlog. So love it, must buy. I will tell you.
Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. I think this part proportionizes really well, but no.
Since just putting this on right now, I'm probably going to do this exact outfit. I love.
Oh, okay. Work diva.
These pants!
Oh, God.
Because I can kick and I can stretch.
Ambi, I would love to see you try.
I don't know what I'm doing. These pants are great. Do you notice they do slide down a little bit in the booty? So if you are, again, a pair like moi,
Well, I mean, God forbid we get a belt, right?
you're probably going to have to just pull these up. But they're not terrible. This is a little loose. And I hate that. Why do you make a fitted pant all the way down and then leave this slightly loose? You'll look ridiculous. So,
well, you can hem that, girl. You can fix that yourself. However, I've noticed the wider your width goes, the wider they make everything. And I always had an issue because, like, my thighs were bigger, but my ankles and lower legs were more quote-unquote normal sized. So it was a toss-up a lot of the time. And also a lot of the time when the waist size gets larger, so does the actual pant length. And that sucks.
I probably, before I do my shoot, will take that in. But then they'll be great and good to go. I just wish I didn't have to take them
Sure, but is it that big of an inconvenience?
This pink, perfect for my skin tone.
Really? Okay. I don't know. I feel like Anna really wants to be a summer, but I think she's just naturally more of a winter.
Loving it, living for it. Also, these tops are my favorite. Let me tell you why they're my favorite. Because in the summer, bras are the devil. Like, when I think of things that are the worst, in 100 degrees and 90% humidity, I think bra, like in bold,
Maybe that's why Rosie doesn't wear one.
like little lights shining everywhere. You can get away with a shirt like this because of the ruffle. No bra. Totally can get away with it. I mean,
Okay. Well, we're also working with what the Lord gave us here, so, I think if you're comparable in bust size to Anna, then yeah, it would work.
if you're a mid to small size chest woman like myself,
Yeah.
large size chest person, I don't know your world. Teach me. I mean, I got what I got. I work with it. Hi.
Glitter and Lasers needs to go to Victoria's Secret one day with Rosie.
That's my looks for today. David, come here.
Oh, she got a dog?
You want to wave bye with me?
Aww. Oh, wait, yeah, of course she does. She was telling us the story.
Goodbye, world. Goodbye, internet people.
Aww.
I'm gonna go cuddle him to death. Bye.
That's how you know the dog's not a rescue. Running right away. Alrighty. Now, I feel like Goo would never. He knows what's on the other side of it. Alright, with that, is this in our
We're gonna
hall?
talk about today.
Anna, I don't hate this top, but I fear we could maybe go a size up, girl.
Haters. So let's jump
Oh, this is a message to the haters?
right into it. Haters. Now, I've struggled with this a lot because the first thing that happens when you get an angry message on your blog is you want to...
Oh, she already was getting hate? God damn. What's this one called again? It's the difference between fat shaming and fat curiosity. Gotcha. Are there people that are curious about being fat?
You want to retaliate. You want to justify yourself. It's not cool when a stranger tells you that you're something you're not. That sucks, right? Like, the first thing you want to do is be like, no, girl, you don't know me. But the
Okay, interesting black scent there, Anna.
truth is, that person
She pulled that out of nowhere.
didn't want to know you and doesn't want to know you. They enjoy those assumptions about you. Those assumptions about you make them feel more comfortable. So regardless of how much you want to set the story straight, you're never going to be able to, because that person, for the most part, especially when they are really hurtful comments.
I mean, that's an interesting way to look at it. I'm not going to say she's necessarily wrong. However, I do find it interesting that the girls seem to compartmentalize and intellectualize what other people do instead of focusing it on themselves and their own actions half the time. So I do find that interesting.
They already have their opinion made.
Something tells me this is still going to reflect on the individual and not Anna coming to the conclusion that she needs to direct her mind in other directions.
But there is a gray area. And this is the part that I get scared the most for. There is a difference between someone who makes a mean comment, for example, calls me a fat cow, or tells me I'm a whale, or tells me I'm going to die tomorrow.
Those are very just whatever kind of comments.
Versus a person who asks, hey, you exercise a lot. Like, why are you still fat?
Sorry not to laugh.
That person doesn't know that they're saying something that hurts you. Either their parents didn't raise them with good manners, or
Girl, you jump into assumptions. You weren't raised right.
So been raised in such a community where it's okay to openly talk about weight, or maybe
Bruh, it's the internet. People will openly talk about whatever they want here, okay? It's not even necessarily about any of that.
Just for some reason, they just don't have attack skills. You don't know their backstories. There is a fundamental difference between a hater and a person with just bad interpersonal skills.
She's got a lot to say about the people that watch her, huh? The girls always do.
No matter how hard you try, no matter how awesome you are, this person's probably always going to hate you. This person, you can win them over. But what I see the most happening online is when this person says something stupid, and it's something stupid. It's something they probably shouldn't have said, or it's worded in the wrong way. The number one reaction they get is the same reaction you give haters. So it's anger, it's aggression, and you know what that does? That validates any negative concept or perception they have of us.
Okay, I'll hear you there.
Now, I'm guilty of this. I'm going to tell you right now that I am not perfect. And I think that's an important thing to start out with. I am not perfect. And
No one is.
I'm going to tell you a story about these types of people and how I fundamentally screwed up. Jane saw a picture of me from a friend. And my friend had been telling her, Jane, wait till you meet this girl. You are going to love her.
This is very much giving, like, substitute teacher core.
Jane saw my picture and said, well, she's fat. I mean, fat girls just aren't really active. They don't do a lot of things. Like, I just don't see how we're going to be friends. I don't see how she's going to fit in with our group of friends. Now, no matter what my friends said to kind of defend me against Jane, Jane had a preconceived position of what an overweight person was. It wasn't malicious. It just was fat people are not active and they don't do a lot. So I don't understand how we're going to have a relationship.
I mean, I'm not saying that that thought process is fair. I'm saying that's fair that Anna would consider this or feel this way, because that's how I felt when I was younger. I was not athletic, okay, because I didn't like competitive sports, but I was physically active. So while I was big, I still could do shit, you know, but some people would sometimes automatically assume that you just didn't want to.
Jane and I ended up meeting, and we became really good friends. We went out, we had drinks, we danced. It was amazing.
Was this a date?
Friendship. Jane and I got along great. Her friends were right. We were destined to be friends. Now, we have a little bit of a tiff. All friends have them. And I found out about what Jane had said before meeting me.
Feels like a little unneeded, unnecessary.
And I got really hurt.
Oh, I believe it.
And I decided I didn't want to be her friend.
Over that? Really? Okay.
Because I was so upset about how Jane had felt about me before meeting me. That I felt there's no way I can be friends with a person like this, because clearly she's always going to see me as X. But the point I had missed, the thing that I had failed to realize, is that Jane had changed. And I'd been a part of that change.
Sorry.
And now I was punishing her because she changed. And then there's a lot of people like Jane sitting there who just grew up with a misconception or grew up seeing the world differently. And all we're doing is exposing them to something new.
Has Jane never met a fat person before, Anna? What the fuck?
And allowing them to see, hey, what I thought for a long time probably was.
Although, doesn't she live out in California? There's big people in California. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Look at Amber. She comes from there. But...
Right. So going back to Jane. Jane and I didn't talk for a year. I was that she was narcissistic and judgmental. Jane was upset because someone wasn't talking to her who judged her for a perception she had but no longer held. So Jane wrote me a message. And she explained And she said, look, I've changed and you helped me change. You helped me see something different. And I realized that my perceptions were wrong. But you can't punish me for how I felt before I knew you. I just wasn't exposed to that.
How, Anna? I don't know. This feels like something that, well, fair, I guess. She didn't explain what age she was when this allegedly happened, if it's even real. She's talking to us like a teacher, you know? Like, all right, class, sit down. You all need to be told something.
And I felt terrible.
Oh, well.
Every day, and I'm gonna cry here.
Oh my god. Okay.
Every day I go out there and I try to change people's minds. I try to show them that I'm not this lazy girl that sits around. I'm not sitting there eating my feelings, that I'm a normal human being.
Are you trying to prove something for yourself? Because that's all it sounds like, girl.
Doing normal things and enjoying life. And in the back of my head, I'm always like, I've got to change perceptions. And here, I had done that, and I had punished the person because they had changed.
This is kind of crazy for a third upload, Anna. Oh my god, girl.
Think how many times do we allow a stereotype that is morphing right now to stand in the way of relationships and opportunities because we can't let go of the past, because we can't forget how someone saw us.
Why am I a little bit suspicious that she's not talking about just the optical perception of herself? It sounds more like someone has an issue with her personality.
Because we can't be the bigger person. Right now, we are inundated with reminders that plus-size bodies are uncomfortable.
Mind you, this was 9 years ago, so it's still very much a relevant topic, I believe.
Because we are breaking ground, and we are getting introduced to places that maybe we haven't been previously. But all that's doing is allowing uncomfortable commentary to come to the surface. For people to ask questions that aren't malicious, but maybe aren't worded the best.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, it's a public forum.
And it's how we use those opportunities to educate and to open up will be the difference between whether we can move perceptions forward or whether we hold on to them.
I think the same assumption that you held towards your friend, realizing the things that they said in the past and actively showing you that they changed, is kind of no different than people just seeing your page, assuming because you're a larger bodied person that you're lazy, blah, 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 and going and projecting that onto you in the comments. So, different side of the same coin.
It's not easy to be shamed. It's not easy to be asked hard questions, especially when they feel private. But if we don't find ways to engage, and in some cases answer them, we're not allowing them the gift of change, because that change is uncomfortable for us.
A lot of interesting cuts in this.
This is a hard message to share, and I'm sure other people might disagree. The more that we can approach every situation and comment as one of innocence, unless it is truly malicious, the greater opportunity we have to change the perceptions of plus-size individuals, of Asian Americans, of
I- huh? What? How did we jump from one to that? Okay. I'm not disagreeing. Duh. It's just, what a jump.
Immigrants, of Muslims, of women, gays, of transgender people.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Anna. Yeah, ally.
Whatever the difference or uncomfortableness out there.
I don't know, Anna. I don't know. To rank your experience next to, like, issues of race seems...
The more we can approach the situation with love, the more perceptions we have the opportunity to change.
Sure. I don't disagree. I just... That last bit there.
And that is my pedantic rant for Sunday.
I just have a slight issue with her relating her experience to that of, like, actual minorities. I mean, larger bodies, I guess, is considered, a minority. Obesity, well, not in this country. But, like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. I can see how the conversation is correlated in some aspects, but her weight is not affected by her race. Like, black women experience a higher rate of obesity and whatnot because of the socioeconomic things already put in place. Anna doesn't have that pushed upon her, so I'm not sure, like, why we're bringing that conversation into it, other than I think she's trying to low-key a little bit say, like, well, if you criticize me or my size, then you're basically a racist.
Bye. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.
Also, I don't like the Kate +8 hairstyle on her. I'm just going to say it. I like Anna with longer hair. The Ellen DeGeneres bob is kind of not it. But, yeah, so, wow, what an interesting one. Took a little bit of a turn there I wasn't expecting at the end, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I do enjoy, the time that we spend with Anna. I do think she opens up a plethora of conversations, but we're definitely going to have to keep watching through some of these every now and then, because I'm just baffled that 3 videos in and she's already doing this, right? And she's very well spoken, I think, but 3 videos in and you're already hopping on to address haters and this and that. Why are we even giving it energy? But, okay. And again, just go up a size. Just go up a size. It's okay. Just one size. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning on in. Hope y'all are having a great week, moseying on through. Members, keep an eye out. There will be stuff, being scheduled and whatnot. I did end up traveling up to Vermont this past weekend, for Easter. So my sleep schedule is a little all fucked up. But, stuff will post for members and then it posts when everything else does. Thank you so much, you guys. Once again, hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe. Come on. Let me know if you want to keep seeing more of Anna. We definitely can do some, I don't know, glitters and lasers retro or whatever. Let me know. Thank you so much, you guys. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.